A miserable Patriots football season that just can't end soon enough for the entirety of Pats Nation, the players, the coaches, executives, owners, and more was just given a bit of a reprieve. The 2024 portion of the 2024 season, thankfully, is over following yesterday's pro team versus high school team decimation of the Patriots at the hands of Whole Milk Harbaugh, Justin Herbert, Lad McConkey, and the Chargers. However, following the New York Giants' stunning 45-33 defeat of the Indianapolis Colts at Death Life Stadium in North Jersey, your New England Patriots now control their own destiny. Yes, they have been given a gift to start the 2025 season. This entire operation, this miserable season, the failure, the apathy, the indifference, the frustration, the yelling, the toxicity of online engagement with Pats fans and beyond may actually all be worth it because the Patriots have control of the first overall pick in the 2025 draft. Holy smokes, guys. We have a reason to watch Week 18, Game 17 of the 2024 season after all. And let's kick off 2025 with a bang. A Mike Breen double bang, bang. Let's start with a win by losing next week. Hey, everybody, your old pal Nick Fitzy Stevens here, coming to you live on the Fitzy GFY and WEEI socials with this little, I'm calling it a quick rings podcast, if you will. It's just a short impromptu live and, of course, pre-recorded Six Rings podcast. If you're watching live right now, thanks for jumping in. I do apologize interrupting your enjoyment of another gray, rainy Northeast Sunday at the tail end of the year, your enjoyment of Packers, Vikings, if you will, as well, or maybe on Monday morning, this is keeping you company if you're not listening to WEEI on your commute or just tooling around the house, making returns, cleaning up after Christmas. Here we go. I wanted to make sure that I checked in with you guys. Oh, look at this. Here we go. We got lots of live viewers right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's right. All the regulars are all fired up for this one. Here we go. People realize the Patriots really do have something to play for next week. And what they have to play for is a chance to actually trade back. I don't want whoever the New England Patriots could possibly get at first overall. We don't need Shedeur Sanders. I don't even think he's worthy of the first overall pick. We don't need Cam Ward, who pulled himself out of Miami's bowl game yesterday after he lit it up against Iowa State in the first half. Somebody else may want him. Kelvin Banks is not worth it. Will Campbell isn't worth it. I don't care if Ashton Ginty runs for 400 yards in the college football quarterfinals bowl game playoffs this week. He's not worth it. None of these, Travis Hunter, get out of here. None of these players. Yes, it is confirmed right now. Yes, thank you, Pat Stats, watching live on YouTube. If the Patriots just straight lose out, there are some other variables and permutations, but as of right now, on Tankathon, the Patriots have the first overall pick. The Giants, look, first of all, let's just get this straight. Hey, Giants, thank you, Brian Daboll, for throwing a solid back to the New England Patriots, who you helped shepherd offensively and contributed to many of the great wins of the second half of the double dynastic era. And yes, thank you very much. I may have to buy a Drew Lock jersey after I buy the jersey of whoever the Patriots get when they trade back next April in the NFL draft. This does not make up for either Super Bowl 42 or Super Bowl 46. So don't anyone think, now this could just be a little gift from the Giants organization, if you will. But no, it doesn't make up for anything. That being said, we thought next week was just going to be a slog, right? Because Buffalo won earlier. Side note to that, Buffalo won by 33 against the Jets earlier. The Chargers beat the Patriots by 33 yesterday. The difference between those two 33-point defeats of AFC East teams is that the Jets are already in Cancun. The Jets are golfing. The Jets are already in a darkness retreat, chugging ayahuasca. The Patriots kind of tried, I think. And that's the difference therein. But this doesn't make up for any of that and the previous horror shows and suffering that was brought about in Pat's Nation at the hands of the Giants. That said, thank you, Daboll. Thank you, Drew Lock. Thank you, Malik Neighbors. Thank you, Giants. That was stunning. The Colts had, I'm so excited, I almost just pulled my headphones out and knocked my computer over. The Colts had something to play for. The Colts were trying to secure a wild card berth. I think they're now pretty much Kadunsky as well, which means next week, this also opens up another fun little scenario, you guys. Just to watch next Sunday. Why are we watching Week 18? Because we're addicts and there's no methadone for football. You can't get enough NFL. I got it. But now you get to A, watch and root your balls off for your footballs off for the Buffalo Bills and whatever iteration of their football team they trot out. Mitch Trubisky, I don't care. They could call up, see if EJ Manuel wants to re-sign with the team. Nathan Peterman, Joe Ferguson. Hell, I don't care. Put Jim Kelly in at quarterback. God bless him, and I hope he lives a long, healthy life. Also, side note, it's a shame Jimmy Carter won't be around to watch the Patriots trade back next April as well. RIP to a living legend, and a great American president. The Bills are not going to make no effort to necessarily win next week. And if, in fact, now you got to wonder, are the Bills going to try to tank next week and prevent the Patriots from tanking if that's what they try and do? So the Patriots don't get better by getting the first overall pick, which they could either use to draft an elite player or hopefully trade back and get multiple good players. I don't want to hear any talk right now of, I don't want the Pats getting the first overall pick. I don't want the Pats being there. Wolf's just going to screw it up anyways. It doesn't matter. There is no God. Please, all those people, all those negative talks, we're stop. Just for a moment here, we're trying to be positive. We are divining a sliver of positive from the vast sea, from the Pacific Ocean of negative that has been this Patriots season. No, I do not sound like Elliot Wolf. Is that what Elliot Wolf sounds like? No, not in the least bit, you guys. Honestly, yeah, it is sad. Okay, let's hire Tony Easton Irving Fryer to play for the Patriots next week. And yes, it is sad. It is a sad indictment that I felt the need to jump on social media and do a quick live podcast and record another episode of the Six Rings Pod. Thank you guys for subscribing. Appreciate you very much wherever you happen to get it, the Odyssey app, Spotify, Apple Pods, and beyond. It is sad that the true last bastion of hope, the one glimmer of excitement beyond seeing Drake May debut in a Patriots uniform, is that the Pats have a chance to crap the bed one more time. Joyfully lose next week, do a full game-long version of Castle sailing one into the stands so they could arrange to play the Jaguars in the wild card round of the 2005 playoffs, one of Belichick's greater decisions as well, because that game was 28-3, I believe, and it wasn't even close, or 31-3. The Pats, they just need to lose next week. So what happens? Does Buffalo try and lose to screw the Pats? Do the Pats? All right, let's just have this conversation real quick. Let's just have this conversation right now. Gerard Mayo, Elliot Wolf, Alex Van Pelt, DeMarcus Covington, Mr. Kraft, Jonathan Kraft, everyone involved with the Patriots, please, 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 pretty please, with cherries, sprinkles, nuts, your favorite can. Go to a froyo bar, and it's on me. 10 pounds of your favorite toppings, all of it. Put it all on top. Please do not win next week. I make the most valiant effort. Do what you got to do. Don't start Drake May, first of all, because he's going to want to win. He's just got that natural thing in him. Don't let him gunsling against the second unit of the Buffalo Bills, get the win, and blow the capital, the assets, the future, the potential of this first overall pick. Do not win next week. Yes, somebody who has been rooting for the New England Patriots since birth, for a half century of humanity, I do not want you to win next week. Nobody who is currently watching live and engaging with me as I do this live, no one who ultimately listens to this podcast as well, wants the Patriots to win next week. You can't. Don't. Please. God, no. So you know what you got to do? I think everyone here, yes. Hold on. Yes, I know, Jay Fortier. Thank you for watching live on Facebook. No, they can't win next Sunday. And no, Chad Moore, I love you, and your logo is awesome. I didn't just jinx it. They're not going to win next week. Here's what they have to do. You start Joe Milton, and here's how you explain it. Obviously, you want to protect Drake May. You've got the asset. He is the future under center in Foxborough. He got a little dinged up. He admitted yesterday he got his bell rung. I'm not here to legislate whether or not that was headhunting, should have been a penalty, whatever. It's fine. We're living. That's the past is the past. We refuse to live there now. We are only in control of our now, people. And now has presented us with a phenomenal equation. What you do is you sit Drake May, got his bell rung. You obviously want to protect him for next year. You know, put a Jacoby Brissett. You know what you got in Jacoby Brissett. You may resign him next year, probably not. Appreciate you coming back, taking those slings and arrows, sacks and beatings that you did earlier in the year. Sacks being, of course, you got it. Okay, let's all try to be grown-ups for a minute. Huh. You start Joe Milton. You say, you know what? It's a perfect opportunity with Buffalo now resting some of their starters with the number 2 seed locked up. And I'll kind of probably be rooting for Buffalo in the playoffs to knock off the Chiefs because I do not want to see the Chiefs establish a true Chiefs kingdom and win back-to-back Super Bowls. You say, we got to see what we have in Joe Milton. You know what? It's a meaningless game in a lot of ways. Let's see what we have in the kid. And you tell Joe Milton, like some people have said, you start Joe Milton and you just tell him 7-step drop, throw deep on every play. It's all that matters. That's all that matters. Yeah, you know what? You start Milton, you start Polk, you start Baker. Sit everybody that you think may be a part of the team next year. You don't start Gonzo. Absolutely not. Isaiah Bolden should be your top cornerback next week, without a doubt. Anybody of any consequence, anybody of any skill or accomplishment, anyone who has come within a sniff of a Super or a Pro Bowl before, sit down. You just go out there and have fun. Backyard it. No, I hate to say it. Thank you very much, Eric Bam, for watching live on Facebook. We cannot forfeit the game. I do not believe that is allowed. Come on. No, Joe Milton is not going to rush for 200 yards and win. He is. Yes, there's a lot of people that are weighing in right now as we record live as well, saying what they would like for the Patriots to do about some of the coaches and some of the other executives involved in the team. That is not what this podcast, that is not what this quick engagement is all about. This is clearly and simply just about one fan and another bunch of people. Yes, thank you, Fenway Focus. Thank you for tuning in live on the tweet machine. Play Joe Milton. Yes, if I have to get a T-shirt made up tomorrow, I don't care. I'll go in my own pocket, get a T-shirt made that just says, please play Milton. Everyone, let's get that trending, okay? That's what I'm going to do. When this is over, I'm going to send out a tweet. Please play Milton. Let's see if we can get that hashtag trending. So the Patriots, who are very well aware of yours and yours and yours and yours and his and hers and theirs and ours and everyone's discontent and disapproval and disappointment in this season. They are full well aware. I'm pretty sure they're going to understand that you can rope-a-dope the smoke out of this. You can put on a nice little show, look like you gave it your all, like, just come up a couple plays short. And then Gerard Mayo can talk about going back to watch the film and spending the offseason to try to get better and everything else. That's fine. But you just don't win this game. You just, yes, I know. Now, this does present, thank you, Kerry Kearns. It does present a little problem. Gerard Mayo may be fighting for his job because yesterday was bad enough that it may have gone. Yeah, exactly. Treat it like a preseason game, Richard Bernard. Couldn't agree more. Yesterday went so poorly. The Saturday game against the Chargers went so poorly that for all the reports we've read from Ian Rappaport, Josina Anderson, and beyond, that Gerard Mayo is likely safe, barring some sort of cataclysmic finish to the season. I'm not going to say that was a biblical flood that wiped out his entire coaching staff and future in Foxborough, but they took some weather damage yesterday for sure. Well, that was bad. That was real bad. That was a rough take. I even brought my kids to the game. My 7-year-old kept saying, Daddy, why would the Patriots do this the first time you took me to a game? Son, I don't know. But I do know this. Your old man grew up suffering, and look how much I appreciated the greatness that was to come. So you may have to suffer. You may have to go through 500 yards of that Shawshank stink yourself, young man. And you're going to appreciate one day the fact that Joe Milton came in, threw 2 touchdowns and 6 picks and helped the Patriots lose to the Buffalo backups next Sunday at the Razor. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's an interesting one. There's a fun scenario. Jake P watching live on YouTube. Trade the pick to the Raiders for Max Crosby, a future first, and some other capital. Wouldn't hate it. Because you know what Max Crosby is? A really good football player who wants the hell out of there. I'd trade it to somebody for an elite wide receiver who's already established and more draft picks as well. Something, anything. You don't need Sanders. Travis Hunter's not going to, even if he plays at an elite level on both sides of the ball, he's not going to fix the problems the Patriots have primarily in the trenches, sort of maybe at those elite positions on the outside. But you have to start with the thick. You got it. Let's get thick. Maybe we should get that trending as well. They got to get thick. Let's get big, get fat, big guys. That's where you need some help. Sign him in the offseason, get him in the draft as well. Oh, by the way, T. Higgins in that 3-touchdown performance he put on Saturday night in an electrifying overtime game. Bo next to Marvin Mims. Damn, girl. That was awesome. And T. Higgins showed everybody he's going to deserve that 5-year, $160 million deal with $80 million guaranteed because he lit it up yesterday as well. Side note, Joe Burrow, easily my favorite player in the NFL since Gronk, Edelman, and Tom Brady all retired. Dude is a baller. He's a stone cold killer. He's the John Wick of the quarterback position. Gave all of his offensive linemen swords for a Christmas gift, and he owns a Batmobile. F yes. And this was the note, the digression on a digression from earlier that I digressed away from. This makes Week 18 extra fun as well. Hopefully we can watch the Patriots lose, and I personally will be rooting for the Bengals to win and the Colts to lose, and who else? Oh, no, Denver to lose as well. Because if Denver loses, they go 9-7. The Bengals make it up. They go 9-8. The Bengals rocket up to 9-8. I apologize to all Cincinnati fans that the Patriots beat them Week 1 in the Take It to the Hill game, because I think everyone would much rather see Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and that gang in the playoffs because they're fun to watch. You know what they do? They score touchdowns. Yeah, their defense blows, but they score a lot of touchdowns, and that'll be fun. So there's something else to look for next week. Yes. No, we don't need more defensive head coaches. Yes. Yes. It has been a collaborative effort of incompetence. Yes. Everyone loves a chance to get angry at everybody that's currently involved in the New England Patriots. I get it. Yes. Let's be more grateful right now for the fact that we have something to root for, because otherwise, guys, you were going to go into next Sunday's game with nothing to root for. Nothing. Just don't hurt Drake. Gonzo's probably not going to play because I think he's in protocol. I wasn't sure if Drake May was going to play at all, but now, thanks to the New York Giants, Brian Daboll, who could lose his job as well, Drew Lock, Malik Neighbors, and the utter incompetence of the Indianapolis Colts defense. They scored 33 points with Joe Flacco and lost to the Giants. Wow. And also the Giants tried to win when they had Shadur Sanders or Cam Ward, since they're so quarterback desperate, sitting right there. Oh, my God. Hey, you play to win the games. All right. Well, guess what? Next Sunday, New England Patriots, you play to win in the future by losing on this given day. That is what you have to do. All right. Let's check and see if we have any. Yep, that's right. Bengals win. Denver loses. Cincy is in. Thank you, Patriots Draft Forecast, watching live on YouTube right now. That would be awesome. That's what I want to see. Will Javon Baker be working in concessions next year? Poor concessions at the stadium. You guys, if you go next week, please be nice. Okay? Understand these people, especially if you're a season ticket member, you're in the club seats, the 200s, the Putnam, the Cross Insurance, Optum, wherever. I know that the Patriots handed out a lot of free concessions at Saturday's game as a sort of thank you and an apology to all the season ticket members. So what did people do? They went up and ordered triple what they wanted to make sure that all the food ran out by the end of the first quarter. So some people weren't able to, even at it on a day when if there were 40,000 people there yesterday, then my name is Malcolm X. Okay. Let's just put it that way. Light attendance, if you will. Wasn't difficult for people to leave after the first, second, third, or fourth quarter, which is a shame. Anyway, don't order 10 times what you would normally get if they're giving out free food. So save a couple tenders and nuggies and Fritos, pommes for the other folks later on. Okay, just be grateful. It's a little something. All right, goes a long way. Yes, thank you, Indianapolis. Oh, hey, how about that as well? Somebody knows my wife in the chat. There you go. Tell Emily I said hello. Hey, thank you, CT friend. We'll do. The Dolphins need to lose too. Okay. Oh, Denver loses, Finns win. I don't think the Dolphins will lose. All right. So there you go. There's something else to root for if you're going to watch playoffs and you're a football fan. Anyway, yes, I know. Paul, why did somebody have to bring up that we could have had Ladd McConkey? Have you guys not heard me bitching about this for 8-9 months now? No joke. It pains me to root against the Patriots. But now next week, we'll be doing it with cause and purpose. However, yesterday, every time that Justin Herbert threw to Ladd McConkey, I was rooting for him to catch it because I wanted the Patriots to just realize that they don't need to overthink things. They don't need to get cute by a measure. Just turn on Yahoo Auto Draft and do what's in the best interest of the football team by gathering as much talent as possible right after you trade the first overall pick, which you earned by starting Joe Milton against the Buffalo backups and losing on January 5th, 2025. Let's start the year with a win by losing. If you start the year with an actual win, that will be such a massive loss. Please don't do it. There you go. Perfect thing. Let's have Mayo call the offensive plays. Hugh Mail, thanks very much for that comment. I think we should probably end on that one. All right, everybody. There you go. Just wanted to check in. Thought I would give everybody a live forum to chat about the fact that the Patriots have something to play / not play for next week. There's reason to be excited. I'm going to be on the radio Monday from 10 a to 2 p with KJ Carson, filling in on the middays on WEEI. Then John Lyons will be with Andy Hart on the afternoon show. So you'll have plenty of six ringers to listen to, converse with, register opinions with, have fun with on your holiday day. And you know what? Let's all make a New Year's resolution. Let's all try this. Let's all just put away our anger for the week and focus our excitement and energies on watching the most entertaining loss possible to start off the year. After that, we can try to be positive about the draft, thinking about multiple picks, free agency, and more. So let's just all resolve together not to live in the past and say, we had it so good, we should be. No. You deserve a representative product of your money, your effort, that logo, the team, and who you are as a Boston sports fan, a fan of the greatest sports city in the entire freaking universe. You deserve that. But let's just all try to be a little more positive, and it begins with a loss. That's right. When a loss is a win. I hope to be authoring that book and talking about it with you next week on the Six Rings postgame show after Patriots Bills or Milton versus the backups. All right, folks, that's it for the quick Six Rings right here. Hope you enjoyed listening to it. Thank you guys for watching and engaging. You guys are the freaking best. I'm with you. I'm with all you guys. I have a better chance at starting for the Bills than Josh Allen does next week. Oh, that game is going to be Trubiskyfied. And yes, 100%. No, John Baker, they will not screw this up. And Ian Parkhurst watching live on Facebook now. They better not win and blow the number one pick. Happy New Year's to everyone. There you go. Let's end on that one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to the Six Rings podcast. Give a listen to your old pal Fitzy whenever I'm on the radio. Thank you guys so much. This was an excellent random last-minute decision. Plus, it got me out of some yard work. So I appreciate you all very much. All right, you guys have an awesome New Year. We'll talk to you soon. Give us a listen. Like, share, subscribe, all those annoying internet age person things at the end. Take care. Appreciate you much. Enjoy the rest of your football Sunday or your Monday. Have a great rest of the year. We'll talk to you soon. And let's lose Pats.